severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings. Let's start off with Washington, D.C. So right now we stay very cloudy all the way into the late evening hours, but then closer to about midnight and on, we stay stormy. You can still see the impacts from heavy rain, large hail, as well as gusty winds, and we can't even rule out a chance for a tornado or two. Let's go ahead and take a look at the current severe thunderstorm warnings that are popping up across the area, across the border of New Jersey and Pennsylvania. This is impacting parts of Carbon, as well as some of the other cities right here in Allentown, Bethlehem, and Reading. This is in effect until 5:45 p.m. Eastern time, and you can expect some hail associated with this, as well as 60-mile-per-hour winds. Now, taking a look across the area, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that is currently in effect, spreading from Allentown down to Baltimore and as well as Frederick, and this is going to be in effect until tonight at 9 p.m. Big picture here, we're starting to see some thunderstorm warnings popping up, stretching from the mid-Atlantic up to New England, and that's going to be the case as we get into the evening hours, so definitely be prepared for some stormy weather. You might get some breaks behind this storm, this line of storms. This will continue to push through the area through about 9 p.m. 9 p.m. it starts kind of breaking up a little bit across New England and the mid-Atlantic region, but once we get into the overnight hours, watch as we start watching another round of storms developing early tomorrow morning. So we're talking about between 6 and 7:30 in the morning tomorrow, another band moving in from the west. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Liana Brackett.
And I'm Nick Walker as we track a dangerous and really unprecedented Irma. Aside from the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico, we have not seen this strong of a storm ever on record out in the open.
Next few hours, taking a closer look. Forecast for Albany, New York tonight into tomorrow morning. You have the threat for thunderstorms kicking off in the early evening hours, and then soggy conditions continue into early tomorrow morning, so your morning commute will be pretty wet. Overall, big picture here, we have a line of storms that's chugging away towards the coastline, spreading from New England down towards the mid-Atlantic. We're seeing lots of severe thunderstorm warnings popping up, some tornado warnings embedded in them, and now we do have flash flood warnings currently in effect as well. For parts of Pennsylvania, this is for parts of Berks, Chester, Montgomery counties, including the cities of Norristown, Reading, and Tredyffrin. We're all seeing the threat of the severe thunderstorms as we continue. Some gusty winds as well as hail, all likely as we continue into 6:15 p.m. Eastern time. So that's that threat. We do have a bigger threat of severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect until 9 p.m. tonight. Looks like we did lose a couple of counties in there as well, but the threat still lingers as we take a look at the next several hours. So overall, we get one wave of storms through tonight and then another again tomorrow morning. And it's no surprise, coastal cities are some of the most vulnerable. All right, thank you so much. And I'm here with Dr. Erika Navarro, and we're taking a look at Hurricane Irma and, of course, Puerto Rico, multiple islands across the Caribbean on alert for Irma. And it's happening right now. It's happening very soon.
Yeah, the threats here are imminent for places in the Leeward Islands. This storm is making its approach right now, and it's holding steady at 185 miles an hour. This is Category 5 hurricane intensity. We have not seen a storm of this magnitude in the Atlantic Ocean. This is outside the Gulf and the Caribbean ever on record. This is our strongest Atlantic Ocean hurricane that we've seen. So it's amazing, you know, to be watching this, but devastating to see because look at the eye of that storm. It's heading steadily off to the west, and unfortunately, those islands are right in the path of that storm. So, and that is an incredible amount of wind to be coming in. And Liana, look at that cloud cover. Yeah. It's almost perfectly symmetric. So it's not just the eye wall. The tropical storm force wind field is very large with this system. And the storm surge too. I mean, this is just going to be catastrophic. And it's definitely making history, just like you mentioned. We have never seen this before, so unfortunately we're going to see these really bad impacts continue all the way into this weekend. Yeah, that's right. With the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center, we now have estimates of storm surge for the Bahamas of 15 to 20 feet. Wow. That is life-threatening, catastrophic storm surge that is being forecasted for those islands. So this is absolutely a devastating system. This is the forecast for the wave heights. And notice here these purple and pink colors are in the 15 to 20 foot range. So these are very large destructive waves that are heading towards these islands. By tomorrow afternoon, that center of circulation is going to be just offshore here to the north and east of Puerto Rico. We'll be seeing those waves picking up here on the northern and eastern side of the island, and it's going to continue sliding off to the north and west there, so that things are going to be picking up here here along the Dominican Republic and then into Haiti by Thursday morning. After Thursday, that center of the circulation, notice, is heading right over the Bahamas, and this storm is likely to maintain Category 4 or 5 hurricane intensity. That's why we have those really high numbers of storm surge being anticipated there. And again, that's a life-threatening situation there coming into the islands. But we also have heavy rainfall here to also talk about. This is ending through Saturday for places along the Caribbean. So in the island of Puerto Rico and a lot of the Leeward Islands, we're talking about 8 to 12 inches of rain, so nearly a foot of rain in some of these areas, but it could even be locally higher than that, 15 to 18 inches of rain in some places. So Liana, this is a lot of water to be coming down here in these areas.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we've been tracking, and especially I think people are way more sensitive to it, especially with the recent Hurricane Harvey. So, I mean, everyone's really on alert, letting family and friends know, and sending our thoughts and prayers out to the Caribbean, is for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We're underway here in the peak and the heart of hurricane season, and we're seeing here the effects of the Atlantic Basin lighting up. So in a place like Puerto Rico, your impacts here are going to be starting tomorrow. Again, 5 to 8 inches of rain and a storm surge of 5 feet.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Navarro. She'll be on Weather